Yes, it's that time again for an Apple video. This is Anne-Marie. Today is February the 26th. It is a Tuesday. This is the evening and taking a look at Apple. Now, what do we actually see? We know what this pesky gray thing is here. That's the gap. Now, what are folks really trying to do, right? There are folks clearly trying to defend this region, but in the end, what kind of day have we had? I don't know. Let's see. High, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And then all of a sudden we have this candlestick. Now here's the one problem with the idea that we're going to continue straight down here. The slope of this particular movement is quite extreme. Not usually something that we see. So if, well, I didn't want to do that. All right, let's go here. And let's choose a handy-dandy retracement tool. And let's assume that we're sitting at the bottom right there. 23, I bet you that's a 27.2 that it's coming up into right here. 38.2, 50, 61.8. This particular chart, ooh, wait. Hang on. 27, yeah, nothing yet. All right, so this particular chart is really aggressively moving in this direction. Overall, we've had little to no momentum. If I had taken this trade here on, what day is that? January 24th, and I'd come into right here, I would have, zero, right? No movement at all. That means momentum is essentially zero, and that means we're going to do a bit of a retracement. Doesn't mean Apple's recovering, my friends. Not so. All right, and it's lost this level, come down here into the gap, clearly trying to be defended. What's on the horizon? Well, we breached the weekly VWAP. Now we're going to look at the monthly VWAP. Okay, so if we breach the weekly VWAP, it should be that we traverse at least 50% of the range between these two guys. Turns out that there's a lot of congestion sitting about 456 and then a little press to the upside into 460. I surmise that if we gap, or excuse me, if we move, that 460 to 461 is a very likely test event. If we lose the pivot from yesterday, which would be today, right? If tomorrow we look at it and we go, oh, I'm not holding the pivot I had yesterday, that usually is a sign that we move to the south. If, however, we can come up and breach the top of this wick, we can climb it back into 455, 460, and watch it. Well, let's take a look at it from an hourly chart and think about what will happen, or what's likely to happen on the flip side. Notice again on the hourly chart, still making lower highs and lower relative lows. All right, but we are retracing quite a bit of our waves. If we breach this area here, it's 451.50, we're going to have long action. Listen, you know what we do in the trading room? We take conditional orders. We take a look at this gap or this action, and we say, all right, that's the breakout event, so I'm going to buy some call options at the money, at market, at the breakout of this area, and I'm just going to put it and let it go and sit it as it waits to get filled. When these things get filled, they accelerate up. We sell part of it at 454 or 455. If it begins to roll over, we sell the rest of it off. Right? And we end up getting $3-4 on the move quickly like that. At the money options with a 50 delta, you know, $3 move. That's $1.50 in the option price. Pretty good returns. All right? So that's certainly something to do. Pops up here, gets into this region. If it fails this area, it's given us a double topping type event with a lower low down here. So we're going to watch for the loss of the pivot and the telegraph of lower price action to the south. At which point we'll be looking at the low, then we'll be looking at support level 2, the midpoint between support level 2 and support level 3, and then support level 3. Hey, where's Apple going? Hey, I'm not really sure, but we got a pesky move down here, and there's a gap even below that. So there you have it. There goes Apple. Nothing extraordinary with pricing. We do see some buying, but people are so into Apple that sometimes their ability to see just the chart gets a little difficult. So, price spikes up, they go, oh no, this is it, right? You really can't have a bias like that when you trade, folks. It's really going to make you make bad decisions. I should know. I've made 16 million of those bad decisions because of my own personal bias. It's only over the years that I've gotten better at keeping that in check, which is why I don't read the pundits, which is why I don't watch the news, blah, blah, blah. I live in a cave, watch the charts. That's about it. So, good luck trading tomorrow with Apple. It does have some nice intraday movement, looks really, really pretty, and good luck to you.